Hey family, peace and love to you all. Hello to my queens, hello to my kings. Glory and honor to the Most High God. I'm getting ready to step out and get a little exercise in. Get out here in nature, which heals like no other. And I want you to follow me. I'm going to speak on two topics that are dear to me, and I want to share them with you, family. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I'll be right back. Hey family, I'm out here getting out in nature, getting a little exercise in. If the video happens to be sideways, I apologize. Please have an ear to hear. That's what matters to me the most, family. Don't worry about how your sister look, all right? Don't be so caught up in distraction. Worry about how I look. It's the message that I'm trying to get out, all right? So this is one of those videos if you want to, put your earplugs in and just hear your sister out, all right? The information that I'm going to give out, please know there's nothing new under the sun, all right? I'm not going to sit up here and act like I know it all. All I do is speak from my experience, my testimony. That's all I know. And that's pretty much what you'll get out of your sister, all right? Due to me having a spiritual awakening, family, I like to speak on topics that I can relate to, that I've had experiences in. And also, out of that spiritual awakening, I have become very sensitive to energy. I become a sensitive, period, right? Let me just say that. I become sensitive, period. So anyway, family, the first topic I want to talk about, and I'm only going to just do two. I want to talk about the power of words, okay? Now, let me say this real quick. If you're someone that's empath, you get where I'm going with this, as far as picking up on people's energy, and even you're able to read people as well, but that's a whole nother topic. But when it comes to words, you don't have to be an empath to pick up on the energy. And I say that because I came into my spiritual awakening 3 years ago. All right? I'm not going to be staring at the camera. I'm going to pretty much, I like to watch my surroundings. All right? So anyway, I pretty much came into my spiritual awakening about 3 years ago. And before I came into it, if somebody would have said something negative to me, the words alone, for instance, and I never really been, I'm not gonna say I never really been, but I have been in the past, like a lot of people. You might hear that word bitch, all right? Now, the word alone is just a word, but it's the intentions behind the word, all right? And we all know that when we hear a word like that, it carries the energy behind that word is very strong and it's very dark and negative, okay? And like I said, it's all about the intentions of how the person is using the word. Because some people don't care, you call them a bitch, they're like, hey girl, you crazy, But anyway, before I had my spiritual awakening, had I heard the word, I would want to retaliate, all right? Not so much of fighting, but I would retaliate as far as clapping back, saying something negative to them, okay? Because it's something about certain words, certain strong words that people would use in a negative light. Not in a negative light, but in a negative way, would make you want to retaliate, okay? It's just something about the energy coming off that word. Because that person definitely they wasn't trying to use that word to be positive, so we know that. So like I said, you don't have to be an empath to know that words carries energy. According to the words, life and death, and the power of the tongue. But by me coming to the spiritual awakening, I became sensitive. You know, when I see somebody, they'll make a negative comment just based on, for whatever reason. It could be maybe they don't understand. excuse me, they don't understand me, or you know, they're not having no experiences. So it could just be based out of, you know, they think I'm crazy, you know. Cause like I say, you know, they're not having no experiences. I would pick up on that, and it would bother me a lot. But what I want many of you to do is, instead of retaliating when somebody say something negative about you or make negative comments to you, don't receive those comments, don't receive those words. When I saw that negative comment, and it wasn't a curse word, they were just making a negative comment, pretty much, you know, the things that I was speaking about, they couldn't relate to it, so they were saying, you know, oh, I'm another one of those nuts out here, you know. And I get it, you know, but still, to me, it came out kind of negative, you know. But anyway, what you do is family, and this is what I did. I didn't receive it. I saw it for what it was. I sat there, got my thoughts together, and I said I do not agree with those thoughts. I wish that person well. I bless that person. And I just, you know, blocked the person. That's all I did. I just blocked them. You know, it just said that many people waste their energy just because they fear the unknown, or they fear what they don't understand. They want to sit up here and leave a negative comment. It's a pretty much wasted energy, I say. Instead of just, you know, watching another video, they just have to leave some kind of negative comment, like they're doing something, like somebody's going to actually read it. But I also picked up on, you know, with that person, fear and confusion. And that's pretty much what I get when people, you know, don't agree with what I'm saying. You know, it's out of fear of the unknown. It's pretty much confusion. You know, they just don't understand me because they're not having no experiences yet. Many of you are watching me are not having any experiences yet, but you're still open. You have a listening ear, because you never know when that time comes, it's going to be you. And at least you're taking the time to listen. So when the time comes, you can say, you know what? I remember that person that I was watching, you know, even though I didn't understand what they were saying, I get it now. Because I tell you, family, before I came to my spiritual awakening, I was watching a couple of people videos on YouTube, and I was like, huh? You know, I'm not going to say I thought it was crazy, but the thing they were speaking of was going over my head. So, what that tell you? I love coming out here, getting out in nature. It's just something about, you know, getting balance. I just love it, family. I've been sun gazing for like 3 years now. And the fact that I come outside, getting out in nature, the sun energizing my eyes, 'cause I've been doing it for quite some time. I can't speak for everybody else, but the sun has really is healing my DNA, the unused DNA, the DNA that scientists say is junk DNA. The sun definitely heals your DNA, shall I say, and you start to change from within. And this is a perfect example. I'm going to show you something real quick, if you can see. I don't know if you can see my eyes, and they will go back. Okay, the sister's not ship shaping, all right, but you can kind of see how different my eyes look. And then after a while, you'll watch me, and my eyes kind of like will go back. But just let you know, the power of the sun, you know, how it can really repair your DNA, the unused DNA, shall I say. That's all I want to say on that. There was a time I wouldn't really talk about stuff like this, because I didn't want people to think, oh, she possessed, oh, you know, she cursed, oh, she's this, she's that. You know, over time, when you're out here in the sun, you know, not only do the sunlight reflects off of our body, which we are all energy, but it's reflecting off the energy from our body and the aura that our body gives off. The sun magnifies it, all right? And like I said, it repairs your DNA. The sun is awesome, family. I suggest many of you just to get out here. You know, I don't know how it's going to really affect you and you're going to benefit from it, but you're definitely going to benefit from it, all right? But I just wanted to share that with you. So if you happen to see me out here, you know, in nature, and my eyes might start to change a little bit, it's due to the sunlight. It's energizing my eyes. And sometimes my eyes change colors. They're a little around the corner part. Okay, what's the iris part? Sometimes the little, my eyes, I get like a little bluish green around my eyes. So that's all I want to say, family. You know, it's words, you know, for instance, like the word love, you know, that word carries a positive energy, positive vibration, and when you hear it, you know how it makes you feel within, and it's just a word, it's just a word, but it carries energy. You know, if somebody tells you they love you and you're feeling it and it's sincere, it's just something about hearing it, you know, it's a positive word and it affects you within. So it's just the same as somebody saying a negative word. It affects you within. But what I'm trying to say is, when somebody do say something negative, don't accept it. Don't receive it. The only reason we get mad and we want to retaliate is because we are receiving that which they are trying to project to us. We are receiving the negative words, family. You know, don't receive it. Say I do not receive it. You know, I reject that. I don't receive that. You know, and say something nice to that person. If you don't want to say it outwardly, just say it to yourself. You know, it's pretty much like when somebody hurts you and they say, oh, forgive that person. When you forgive, it's for you, it's not for them, and it helps you to heal within. That way, when you think about that person, the things that they have done to you, it doesn't bother you anymore. You know, you feel free and you feel whole and healed within, to where you can move on. So healing is for you. Well, that's a prime example when it comes to these words. Don't accept those words. When you accept them, that makes you want to retaliate. You know, instead of retaliating, like I said, don't receive it. Just don't receive it. And say, I don't agree with it. And say something nice back. Say, you know, I bless that person, I wish them well. It's pretty much making you the better person. But when you're doing these things, it's for you, family. It helps you. It helps to increase your vibration, okay? And like I say, you know, experiences is your best teacher, okay? That's all I gotta say. Experiences is your best teacher. Let me say this real quick. I know I said it before, but I want to say it again. Family, if you want to know where you are vibrationally in the present, and I have to say in the present, because things can change, your heart can change, your thoughts can change. But if you want to know where you are vibrationally, please come outside, or you can be inside your home. Just make sure you're by the window, okay? Make sure you're by the window and face away from the sun. See what I'm doing? Face away from the sun like this. Turn your back on the sun, and as you see, you can fool other people, but you cannot fool the sunlight. As you see, what the sun is reflecting off of me, it's reflecting off of my aura, all right? You see that beautiful violet flame, don't you? Okay? I can say love, love, love all I want, but the sun's going to reveal my true intentions, okay? It's going to reveal where I am in the present. And we all know that green, we definitely want to see that green, all right? So, these colors have many meaning. I'm not going to go into it right now, but, you know, a lot of you know that violet flame, that's a very powerful color, okay? You definitely want to see more of it. If you've seen it and it's not a lot, I will say this: you are growing spiritually. So that's all I'm going to say. But that's a good thing. At least you're seeing it. That's a good thing. You are growing spiritually. But it has other meanings as well. I just wanted to say that. If you've seen a whole lot of it, it's all over you, you definitely a very spiritual person, The sun just picking up on your aura. It's picking up your energy that you're giving up in the present. And if a lot of you don't really, a lot of you cannot read your auras or whatever, take a picture of yourself and send it to me, and for free. I do for free. Take a picture of yourself and send it to me, and I tell you the main color that's standing out with you. Especially if you see like multicolors, sometimes you might see like layers, but it's still one color that really stands out the most. That's the color that you're really looking for. Like if I do like this, let me see something real quick. I don't know if it's going to do it. Right now my colors are pretty bold right now. See how bold they are? But some people have like a multicolor. They are in layers. Well, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a rainbow type thing going across their face. You're giving off different signals, shall I say, which is not a bad thing. But sometimes it's hard to really read a person like that because they're giving off a whole lot of different emotions and energies. But there's always that one color that stands out. Alright, fam, I'm ready to end this video. I'm going to go ahead and speak on one more topic, but I'm going to make it real short. I can always do another video another time and go in more detail, okay? This topic right here is not for everybody. So if many of you get confused, it's okay to be confused. You're just not there yet, okay? Your sister, the thing I'm going to speak about, I'm speaking from my experience, my testimony, and your sister not here to be talking just to be talking. Like I said, the sun, you can't fool it. It's light, you cannot fool. You see that? You cannot fool it. You see that? So the things I'm going to speak about is from my heart, and I'm speaking truth, my truth. When I came into my spiritual awakening, I was having all kinds of experiences, family. I tell you, it was a time I really thought I was going to lose my mind, but God. You maybe can't see him, but he is with you. The source is with you. It is within you, always. It's for you to take the initiative to seek out, to seek him, shall I say. Seek him, seek it, to seek. And so shall you find. When I started having all my experiences and coming to my gifts, after, I must say this because it's very important, after having a Kundalini, okay? That's this outside force that just hits your body and it feels electrical. It feels very electrical. That's how it felt for me. It felt very electrical. It hit below my back, below my spine, and it started to move up. Once it gets to the point it's able to reach your crown, because what it's doing is clearing out your chakras, all right? And that energy know what it's doing, okay? It knows what it's doing, But anyway, it's clearing out the chakras, okay? And once all your chakras are cleared or whatever, and it's finished doing its perfect job in you. I say it like that. When it's through doing its perfect job in you, when it reaches the crown of your head, you come into this enlightenment state. You get to that place of having the sense of knowing, okay? Now, what came also after I had a Kundalini, what came also out of it, I was, when I'm meditating, 'cause I love to meditate, and I suggest many of you to meditate, okay? Get out and sun gaze a little bit. Get that sunlight in your eyes. Get out and sun gaze, and if you can, put your feet on Mother Earth. Get balanced. Sun gaze a little bit. Once I started to meditate, I would notice this light that's within me. Now, this light is not only inside of me, I see it outside of me too. How it works, I don't know. And family, I'm gonna tell you what this light kind of look like. It's sort of like, it's round, and it's sort of like it's an intelligence of its own. It doesn't, and it has beautiful colors like green. It's different every time, like green and white, violet, green and blue, green, white and red. It's different every time. And a lot of times I feel like when I'm looking at it, it's feeding off of my energy, off of my thoughts, you know, like just like how the sun, you know, lets you know where you are in the present. You know, this light also lets me know, okay? If I'm having one of those days when I'm feeling kind of frustrated, I might start seeing red, you know, and red also in that light. I saw something go by. I could be wrong, but I thought I saw something just go by real quick, so I'm gonna make sure I rewind. But anyway, real quick, let me get my thoughts together. When I close my eyes and I see this light, the more I stare at it, sometimes I see light beams coming from the light. It's like they're shooting out from this light. And the more I stare at it also, I realize I can will it to me. Everything is mental, all right? Telepathic. I would will it to me, okay? I had to learn to master myself. I knew there was something different, and this is something the Most High was doing with me. But, you know, everything is like trial and error. You know, you realize something's going on with you, so you say, okay, I'm seeing these colors, I'm seeing this light. Let me see what I can do with this, you know, because we all have abilities and talent. It's a matter of, you know, mastering yourself and to try to awaken those talents and those abilities. So once I got to the point of being able to will this light to me, family, the closer this light got to me, I started seeing my higher self, okay? Come to find out, it's like my higher self is me in the spiritual form. My higher self is connected to source, okay? That's the only way I can describe it. The closer that light gets to me, I see my higher self. My higher self looks nothing like me. It looks like a light beam, illuminate, sort of humanoid looking, but no color. That's all I can say. My higher self has a symbol right here, and that symbol that I was telling you that I was seeing, it's in the center of my higher self. It's right here. It's like a circle within a circle. Once I will that light to me, okay, see that? I'm not lying, family, okay? The sun does not lie. Okay, thank you for confirmation. This is confirmation, family. You see that? The violet. Once I will this light to me, I start seeing my higher self, okay? And this is one of those points you got to let go and just trust. Let go and trust that source that is within you. As I was willing that light close to me, I started seeing my higher self. That light I saw was on the center of my higher self. I kept